Prospects is a partnership that brings together 5 development and humanitarian actors: the World Bank, the International Labour Organization, the International Finance Corporation, UNICEF and UNHCR, mainly focused on facilitating the humanitarian development nexus. This program gives us the opportunity to work around 3 key focus areas. 1 is on employment and dignity, 2 is on education and training, and 3 is on protection. Given the ILO structure, which is tripartite, working with government, employers and workers, we believe that the Prospects program provides this opportunity for ILO to convene its social partners, mobilize the private sector, mobilize trade unions and mobilize government through the Ministry of Labour to facilitate some dialogue around employment creation, around youth employment, around market systems, but also around policy work. We are working with local organizations, including the AFSI Italian Foundation, to design and deploy what we call rural employment services. And we have piloted this in at least 2 locations, one in Nakivale and one in Rhino.
My name is Alma Gladys. My initial village is Jerep, that is under Bura Paris. I came to Omugo refugee camp in Ndapi Paris, Amuru village, to look for green pasture. I'm 26 years old and I'm a single mother. One day as I was at home, I heard of a mobile communication announcing for office looking for people for skilling in Omugo refugee camp. So I said, let me come. I came to the job center, wanted to know the procedures, how they're taking people. They told me the courses they offer. I said to myself, let me do carpentry.
Abahavis kibahereze kutandika batwara garaji batugira ngo nibakugumane batusasurira ekitongore kikubahereze sente ngune cyahayiro twatandika kusoma twasoma mezi mukaga.
Most of the refugees that we work with in the 3 different districts or the 2 different settlements, which is Rhino Camp and Invepi, most of them come when they're vulnerable, they don't have any skill. So by working with them in the Rural Employment Services Project, it at least gives them an upper hand to be able to best position themselves for whatever job opportunity can come along.
After the 6 months, I didn't stop in the workshop. I continued visiting the job center. 1, to learn more about carpentry, because in the 6 months are not enough. There's also some people who know more about computers. I go to them, I tell them I want to know more about carpentry.
We actually facilitated them to acquire skills, and we are looking at being retained by the artisans, but also starting their own businesses so that they enter into the labor market and be able to sustain themselves.
I feel so grateful. You have that chance of becoming your own boss. The more you work hard and how you market yourself, the more money you'll get.
In the last 12 months, we have been able to facilitate employment linkages for up to 1,600 refugees and host communities. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the world was faced with a challenge that nobody was prepared for. That was the time when the Prospects program was picking up, and therefore different communities got affected. But Prospects gave us the opportunity to reprogram and divert some of our programming to focus on addressing the challenges associated to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Urban Cash for Work program targeted refugees and host communities in Arua whose daily earnings were affected because of the effect of the lockdown. Work with them to identify community projects for which they can provide their labor and facilitate them to develop some community assets or maintain community assets and infrastructure while earning from the process.
This is the site Urban Cash of Work started in. As we are proceeding to the drainage, as in this area we are standing in is concerned, it was too bushy before the project started.
Before we selected this project, we had some difficulties here in crossing this road here, actually this valley here. That's why we choose foot and bridge construction project.
In this labor-intensive public works, there are projects that community members identify projects of their interest, meaning you cannot get this cash without working. The condition was you first have to work before you get this money.
Before the greening program came, Niva had a compound which was not friendly for learning to take place. And when greening program came, they supported us by giving some money to the community to work on the compound. And as a result, right now, you can see the environment is coming up well.
We used to just in a month we work for 12 days, and now currently, as we are now under the Central Division, we are working in the month from Monday up to Monday. As but now I'm talking, the Central Division is now paying us per monthly 1.2.
One of the things we have used the opportunity of this Prospects program to do is to introduce interventions and programming around peaceful coexistence and social cohesion. How do we facilitate harmony between the diverse ethnic groups of refugees, but also between refugees and host communities?
Ilikuwa sagishi tuko wa refugee hapa. Tunatoka country tofauti. Wao huko Msudani, huko Congolese, inakuwa sagishi conflict. Wao huko Burundi, huko Munyarwanda, lakini tukawacheka nafasi moja, tukaongea ile shida kwa saa ile shida tena haiko kwenye timu. Ndio shida kabambi ilikuwa tusumbua ile sagishi juu tufanye unity ile Kivu United ile unity.
Social cohesion for peaceful coexistence is one of the interesting tools that we've been implementing from ILO within Nakivale refugee settlement. We realize that it's a component that is supporting even the integration of the refugees.
Kutufundisha gishi tunapasha ishi hii ball, gishi tunapasha peleka social cohesion ku population. Hapana kwanza kwa wachezaji. Hii football inasaidia nini nyumbani, inasaidia nini kwa wajuere, inasaidia nini mufamilia mwele faswa vile. Njo tukasoma ile formation pale, njo kisibilikuwa vile.
For instance, with the football, we had to organize for a tournament because we wanted to see exactly how are the teams taking in the social cohesion aspect, but then also promoting it to the external people who are the fans and who appreciate football.
ILO, we are saying it's not enough to develop prototypes after we identify these challenges. Can we look at this from an enterprise lens? So our partnership with UNICEF is bringing the enterprise lens into this upshift approach.
The upshift training that we went through under Stand for Change, it has benefited us as a group. When we are doing big things like bags, we are selling them and we are also getting benefits.
Under partnership of the ILO, the Upshift program is a program that is focusing to the adolescent, to skill them to solve the daily challenges they are facing in their communities.
When we joined the Upshift program, our group Domijo was learning in different things, and we have seen that our idea that to produce cookies and deliver them to the markets or to the shops, it can help youth and dropouts of school to see how we can involve and grow up.
We manufacture 3,200 cookies, which bring the revenue of 200,070, and the average salary that we get by the end of the month is 30,000 at this moment, and we see how we will progress, and it's how we will increase on our salary.
We have taken the opportunity of this Prospects program to build capacity of government around the area of work-based learning, starting with supporting the policy processes. This program has given us the opportunity to work with the government to develop a workplace learning policy framework, which saw government pass the Uganda National Apprenticeship Framework.
Like as a program in the refugee camp, so many people come with different programs and they make people to apply, and they give people like some hope which they were not going to realize. Then I started applying without any hope. I didn't even believe that one day I will be here because of ILO.
With this partnership, we have also brought together employers from the hotel sector who have mobilized, at least in the first cohort, 40 hotels across the country who are providing workplace training opportunities to refugees and host communities.
To me, to get out of Nakivale up to Uganda Hotel and Tourism Training Institute, up to here at Hotel Le Confidentiel, it's a long journey. Looking for a school is not easy. Because for us, we are refugees. It's not everyone who can accept us to go.
Apprenticeship is basically hands-on training. And so we have three partners. We have the ILO, we have government, that is Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, which provides oversight and guidance. You have UHTI, which is the Uganda Hotel Tourism Training Institute, which provides training, the theory training, where these apprentices go to the school, they learn the terminologies that we use in the hotel industry. And then we have the Uganda Hotel Owners Association, where they now do the practical hands-on training. That has been our main duty, offering a platform and an opportunity for these apprentices to come and actually get hands-on training.
Our role as an institution, we do give them the knowledge of what they are supposed to do, and then we send them to the hotels where they do the practical learning and training. So we do the training, the supervision and the assessment.
The role of the government is to provide the policy environment for private enterprise to thrive. So our role in the pilot has been one to provide policy oversight, develop standards and regulate apprenticeship as is provided for in the Uganda National Apprenticeship Framework, which is the guiding document for regulating the development and implementation of apprenticeship.
We did the first training, it was successful. This time we have increased on the number. It's been very exciting training them and seeing them grow their career.
I've been trained in food production. Some people call it kitchen, but it's where people are producing food. You cannot believe it, but I'm telling you, all my chefs, they are international. Now I'm also an international chef.
The new innovation that ILO has come on board with is introducing an approach called market systems facilitation or market systems development, where we have identified sesame as the value chain, because for us to facilitate economic opportunities for refugees, we need to ensure that whoever we work with from the private sector has a market.
My coming as a village agent is not my own making. I attended a one-week training with ILO. So after attending the training, we came home, we got information from Kawacom to do profiling. So on my side, I profiled over 100 farmers. So after profiling these farmers, we submitted their names to Kawacom. Kawacom sent some seeds, E107, we gave to farmers.
Our partnership with AgFloaters, who is a private sector company, is based on that premise of market facilitation and market linkages. So AgFloaters is a private sector partner who is receiving some financing and technical assistance from ILO to facilitate and unlock the bottlenecks within the agricultural value chain of sesame, while mobilizing refugee and host community farmers, but through different actors. The interesting approach introduced here is, amongst others, what they're calling the village agent model. How do I identify village agents along the sesame value chain who mobilize farmers to grow sesame, and AgFloaters as the private sector partner provides the inputs to these farmers through the village agents.
Iyo amandusu anyuri ay warudide ekadibelo nudi ya gamito dibe rudusu anyako mioto dibelo aparake nyami ale mioto anini mioto dizo aneko mi dibelo awi kumi pari odomo kemana made emedi mani ore anuri kapimbeleni anuri otone driving mbele kwado skadi dini sawere buti idilo ade ready ani da anuri otone drako.
As AgPratos, we came with a model called village agent model, and this village agent model system was specifically to make sure how do we reach the down farmer in the village, the down farmer in the resettlement.
As an agent, I will check those farmers what they need, like spray, like fertilizers, on what they have, then we get a market for them.
You know, farmer is very busy just in the garden.
collecting him. Even I can go to roadside there and ask people how much is the price of kg. They are just buying at 3,500, 3,000. Now I reach you to center there. I got an agent called Margaret. She told me that she can buy at 4,000. Then I say good.
We are off takers through our agripreneurs. They barrick, they notify us. We have 20, 30 tons. We come collecting. But of course, the agripreneur knows how much he will also earn per kilo. Then also the village agent earns commission because he's the one who mobilizes those farmers. So in the whole system, you find everyone is benefiting, at least getting something.
Uganda is one of the 6 co-convening countries of the World Global Refugee Forum that will be held in December 2023. This is the second Global Refugee Forum after the first one in 2019. We believe that with the good and conducive refugee regime in Uganda, some of the lessons from the UN family in Uganda, including from the International Labour Organization, are those that can be shared in such a forum.
Personally, I want to say thank you so much to International Labour Organization for bringing me from the camp, from Nakivale refugee camp, to where I am now, to another extent of life. That's very much